ましたスマブラハウスはい MC を務めさせていただきますジャパニーズ小池です。よろしくお願いします
お願いします
さあ前回前々回と、コスモスそして Mr.R の小池戦闘力上がっておりますのでぜひ概要欄から見ていただきたいんですけれども、僕名前言ってしまったんですけれど改めて自己紹介をお願いいたします。
So can you do a presentation, self-introduction?
Sure, yeah. My name is Rami. I also go by the tag Mr.R. I've been competing in Smash for like the last 13 years, since 2009. 14 years actually. And I live in the Netherlands, play Chic, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
はい、Mr.R よろしくお願いいたします。そしてこの方も来ていただいております。自己紹介お願いいたします。
Yes, I am Cosmos or Cosmosu. I am a Pyramithra player, and I believe, top 25 in the world. I am also a YouTube creator. I make comedy skits on YouTube, and I hope to continue doing that and one day be the best player in the world.
はい、コスモスよろしくお願いいたします。もちろんね、皆さんの配信チャンネルも概要欄の方に載っておりますので見ていただければなと思うんですけれども、今回はですね、お二人にやっぱりスマブラのことをいろいろ聞いていこう、そしてお二人のことを聞いていこうと思っております。よろしくお願いいたします。
お願いします。
ということでお二人来ていただいてるんですけれども、じゃあまずはコスモスからちょっと聞いていきますか。コスモスはごめんなさい。ありがとうございます。
We wanna do an interview with you guys, so he wanna start with Cosmos first.
Okay.
コスモスは今おいくつなんですか？
So how old are you now?
I am 24 years old.
今24です。
若っ！
ヒカルくんと
同い年だ。何年ぐらいスマブラをやられてるんですか？
So how many years have you been playing Smash or been in the competitive scene?
I've played Smash. I started in Melee when I was 7 years old, very casually, but I started competitively in Smash 4 when I believe I was 16 or 17 years old.
じゃあ8年はがっつり競技シーンやってるってことですもんね。
8 years.
8 years, yes.
うわ、すごいよそれは。コスモスさんなんか他にスマブラ以外のゲームしたりするんですか？
Do you play other video games outside of Smash?
I used to, but whenever I started playing Smash competitively, it got harder to play other games because whenever I'm playing another game, it feels like I should just be playing Smash Brothers.
I feel that.
やっぱトッププロはみんなもね、エイペックスやってるか、ねねちゃん。そうか、そうだね。そういうこともありましたけれども、なるほど。もう8年ぐらいはもうがっつりスマブラ1本でってことなわけですね。で、コスモスは最近日本にずっと滞在されていて、いろんな大会も出てると思うんですけれども、まずね日本に来るのが久しぶり。日本満喫してますか？
So Cosmos, you've been in Japan for like several weeks now, and it's your second time here.
Yes.
So how has your trip been? Is it good? Do you have any good memories or something you want to talk about?
It's been absolutely amazing so far. I've honestly liked this trip more than my last trip because my last trip I only stayed in Tokyo, but this time, as soon as I got here, I was in Tokyo for a few days, and then I instantly went to Fukuoka for a tournament over there, and I was there for about 4 days, and it was beautiful. I went to, I think it was Daizafu? Yes, the Dazaifu Shrine, and it was really beautiful. And then the community over there was very fun too. They were very loud. The tournament was very loud. And then I came back to Tokyo, and then the next weekend I went to Hokkaido for another tournament, and the sushi was delicious. Delicious. It was probably the best thing I've ever eaten in my life. And then I came back, and I'm back in Tokyo, and then I'm going to Osaka soon for another tournament next weekend. So I've been having a lot of fun. This trip has been really, really fun.
よかったです。で空論もあったと思うんですけど、実際に日本の大会で前もねあったと思うんですけど、最近になってやっと来れるようになって戦ってみてどうでした？プレイヤーの感想とか注目の選手とかこの人強かったなみたいなのがあったらぜひ教えていただきたい。
So since you came here and went to Fukuoka and Hokkaido already, did you play with an interesting player? Do you have any players you like actually played against and felt this guy was really good?
There's just a lot of really good Japanese players. There's a lot of really good Japanese
But if
players.
you had to pick one.
If I had to pick one player, I don't know. It's really hard to pick one player because at Kulon, I played Omwatsu, who is, I believe, one of the best Japanese Min players, and I beat him 3-0 there. But then...
At the local or?
No, at the tournament,
Oh,
at
the
Kulon,
tournament,
the
okay.
major tournament in Fukuoka. And then I lost to him in Hokkaido 3-0. So he made really good adaptations, so I was surprised about that. But I think the most surprising player that I played was Yaoda, because I'm very good at the Samus matchup, and he just destroyed me. So
I think you're good at the Samus matchup.
Yeah.
I've only seen you lose.
I've beaten Siski, I've beaten
Wait, you
Isimus,
have?
yeah.
I thought you lost against Siski.
I beat
twice.
Siski at Smash World Tour.
Oh, really?
3-0. I beat him really bad, and then I've beaten Isimus a lot
But
because
you guys just played multiple sets, right, you and Siski?
yeah, I'm down 1-2 against Siski.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, Yaoda's probably the most surprising player that I played because I didn't think he was that good, but he beat me 3-0.
やっぱ日本ってすごくレベルが高いというか、こうなんか中間層ギュッと詰まってるっていうか話をするじゃないですか。トップ層はね、
多い例がめっちゃ多いんですよね。
そうですよね。
そう
うん。いや、そっか。やっぱ矢浦さんはスマブラハウス呼ばなきゃだね、そろそろ。ということでコスモスね、まだかがり火の話とかあるんですけど、一旦ちょっとミスター R にちょっとお話聞いていきましょうか。
So can we go to Mr.R
Yes.
now?
はいはい、ミスター R、まあ今日来ていただいたんですけれども、じゃあまず日本、いかがですか？日本のこう今後行きたいところとか食べたいものとかってありますかね？
So you've been here several times already. Is there somewhere you want to go or something you want to eat?
There's a lot of things I want to eat here that I haven't eaten yet.
Yakisoba?
おお。
Yakisoba. Well, I don't have like a specific place I want to eat because I've already tried all like the Japanese, most of the Japanese dishes. But I'm always like on the lookout for like good restaurants. So if you guys have recommendations,
You have to go to Hokkaido and have the sushi.
Hokkaido. Sounds
Honto oishii.
maybe in Osaka.
Hokkaido sushi.
Because I'll catch a flight to Hokkaido just for the sushi.
でも今日焼肉行くんですもんね。
はい。焼肉大好きです。
ね。
超美味しい。
Guizarian is best yakiniku in Tokyo.
Oh, really? Okay. I think for me, my favorite top five, Nihon ryori. Number 1, yakiniku. Number 2, ramen.
おお。
Tonkotsu ramen.
おお。
Number 3, tabun sushi.
寿司。北海道。
Number 4, it's hard because there's so many good dishes here. So it's like hard to pick one.
そうですよ。
大阪だったらお好み焼き食ってほしい。
Oh, I really like the rice with eel.
Unagi.
おお。
Very good.
めちゃくちゃ美味しい。
Number 4. So number 5, curry.
カレー。
Yakitori.
だよ、フィリップが予約しなかったら今日もうな予約してたのよ、お好み焼き。フィリップの
No,
せいで。
if there was no yakiniku today, he would have recommended okonomiyaki.
Ah, I forgot about okonomiyaki.
フィリップと行くのやめよう。だからもううちでお好み焼き行けばいいもん。
You tried it then, right?
Yeah, of course. I love okonomiyaki. I just forgot about it because I've had so many different Japanese dishes. But I think I will put okonomiyaki also in my top 5. Six dishes in my top 5.
よし。だからもうかなり競ってるってわけですもんね。もうトップ5がね。
多分食ったら全部トップ5。
そうだよね。美味しいですからね。
大阪行くならたこ焼きとか。
たこ焼き。
Takoyaki.
めっちゃ熱い。
めっちゃ熱い。
So okonomiyaki, takoyaki. So Osaka is a place for those two.
Yeah, I during Smash 4, I think it was 5 years ago, I came to Osaka and I stayed for a month. And I tried like everything in Osaka.
じゃあミスター R はまだね今回昨日来たっていうことなんですけれども、映像で見ていてこう注目の日本人プレイヤーっていうのがいたら教えていただきたい。この人と対戦したいとか、この人見てみたいなとかいうのがあったらぜひ教えていただきたいなと思うんですけど。
So do you have some player like you have been watching on videos for the several years that you want to actually play against? You're someone you are like looking into.
Well, I study the Japanese sheiks a lot. Recently, I've been looking more at aim,
あ
and before it was Zachary Sheik as well, but I think Zachary stopped playing Sheik. But I played aim when he didn't play Sheik. I think he played Joker and somebody else, I forgot. But I've never fought his Sheik, so I think it's a different experience, like playing him than just watching. So maybe I can learn a lot just by playing aim.
まあシーク使いならではの、やっぱ目線というか、そういうところがあると思うんですけれども、ちょっともう実際に名前出したんですが、アコーラくんはどう見えてるか。
So, 二人ですか？
そうですね、2人に聞いて
So both of you. So, how do you guys think of Akola if you're gonna compete from this like several weeks? If you keep on winning, there's a high possibility of playing against him. How do you guys are like thinking about him?
So
You already played him, right?
no, not well. I played him at Summit.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, it was
Summit.
Summit 5, I
Didn't
think.
you beat him?
I played him in the pools and I lost game 5, and then we had the tiebreaker.
Right.
And then
I
I
remember
won the best of 3 in the tiebreaker.
Okay, yeah.
Then we had another tiebreaker.
Wait, really?
Yes,
I don't
and
remember
it was
that.
best of 1, and I lost the 1 game.
What?
Yeah.
Best of 1?
Yeah, so I kind of played him, so I kind of got one set on him.
Okay.
But not like a real tournament set. So I really
Right.
want to play him in tournament, which is why that was the main reason why I went to Hokkaido, because I heard he was going. And I was very close to beating T. Very, very close.
Game 5, right?
Yeah, game 5, and I barely lost, so I didn't get to play him. But I do think I'm one of the better players against Steve, and I've watched Akola a lot, and I really do think I have one of the better chances at beating him, so I really do want to play him.
I think Aegis was pretty good against Steve too, right?
Yeah, he just does do well against Steve. It's also hard whenever you're off stage just because of the blocks.
Right.
But just neutral, like I have a lot more mix-ups against him than other characters, so I really, really want to play him.
Yeah, I'd say that match was like even or slightly Sheik.
Yeah.
Or not Sheik, Aegis' favorite.
I think it's Aegis' favorite, but a lot of
what I
Steve
think,
players think that Steve wins the matchup.
It's probably because there's a lot of like bad Aegis players
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
That get gimped easily.
Yeah.
なるほど。ミスター R はいかがでしょうか。
How about you, Mr.R?
Well, I used to think Sheik did pretty bad against Steve, but recently I've been practicing the matchup more, and it's every time I play the matchup more, it seems more doable and more doable. And I also watched Void versus Akola from the Summit. Yeah, like not too long ago, and Void did actually pretty good. Like I think the first game he won like with a 3 stock or like close to a 3 stock.
Yeah.
It was very convincing. And then it didn't go to game 5, it went to game 4 I think, but some of the games are close, like Void could have taken it. So I studied that side a little bit and I played against more Steve players. The only problem for me is that in Europe we don't have that many like top level Steve players. We have like Maze Beans and Big Chungus and like that's it. And like they're both really good players, but they're not quite on the same level as Akola or like even some of the American Steve players perhaps.
I don't think there's any Steve on the level of Akola.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah, that's true. So it's a little bit hard to get like experience at top level, but despite that, I still think she can do it. I just have to make sure I study like Akola sets and find like the right counterplay.
なるほどね。足元も同じようなことをおっしゃってましたもんね。
アコーラ君用の対策を持ってるんですよ。
そうね、それを積まなきゃいけない。
Asimo said that he needed to practice against Akola, so like not just Steve, but
Specifically Akola.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the one thing about Akola is that even whenever he wins a tournament, he still comes back with something new because I feel like he understands that you can't keep doing the same thing to win, even if you won the last tournament. So he's always adapting and always getting a lot better, even though he's winning a lot of tournaments, which is why he's probably, I think, the best player right now.
なるほどね。他のスティーブ使いとはやっぱ全然違うって足元も言ってたもんね。その練習にはなるけど。
質問していいですか？今回かがり火のために来てると思うんですけど、やっぱかがり火のなんかために来てるんじゃないですか。だから海外今回すごく多いじゃないですか。
めちゃくちゃ多い。
だからそこの日本との海外、どういう結果になるかなって予想してるか。
確かにね。それはねもちろんプレイヤーとしてもちろん一番になりに来てるけれども。ね、それをちょっと聞いてみたいですね。
Rain's question was that probably you guys and everyone else are here for Kagaribi, mainly, right? probably, but how are you guys predicting about Kagaribi results? I mean, like how well do you think the visiting players, the players from abroad, will do in Kagaribi? How well?
It's so hard to predict, but I think Akko is gonna get top 8 for sure, or like I'm like 90% sure he's gonna get top 8. And then I think Sonics has a really good chance of getting top 8 because he's usually very consistent.
I'm just not entirely sure because I know that Japan is very good.
Japan is good against Sonic, that's true actually. This is probably the hardest region for Sonics to do well.
Yeah.
Because Japan, even in Smash 4, like Ken was still playing Sonic. And there's also other Sonics now besides Ken in Ultimate that are doing good in Japan.
Yeah. So I think that might, at least for a little bit, like some players might be caught off guard by Riddle's Kazuya.
Yeah.
I think all the other players could just potentially get upset
That's
by
what I'm
random
thinking,
Japanese players.
Yeah.
I think the reason why I think I'll do very well is because I've been here for a while and I've been able to get situated with like the Japanese play style. So
Yeah.
I do think that I'm not going to be caught off guard by many things, even though there's still like a lot of players that play different characters that can just catch anybody off guard. Like even Japanese players get caught off guard by
Oh yeah, all the
by
time.
Japanese
But you do play Aegis, and
Yeah.
they have like experience against shoot down here.
Yeah.
So that's not in your favor. But it's the same for me because AIM has been doing pretty good recently. So most of the top players that have fought AIM, they know how to fight Sheik.
Yeah.
So
I think the only, like, I'd probably say that Akola will get top 8 and then anything else is
that's what I
kind
thought
of
too.
random.
I would give it still to Sonics. Like I think Alcola, and then my next.
Oh, Spargo.
Oh, I forgot Spargo. I forgot Spargo. I forgot Spargo. There's too many good players to remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alcola and Spargo, I think probably top 8.
Yeah.
And then if I had to put money on somebody after that, I'd put it on Sonics. And then after that, I don't know. Like it's a toss up. Maybe Shuton as well.
I would also put it on Asimo just because he always does well at Kagaribi, I believe.
That's
い
true.
ろんなの想定してくれてる。
If I had to pick 4 players, I would pick Spargo, Akola, Sonics, and Shuton.
If I picked 5 players, I would pick those 4 and me. Just,
ああ、まあ6人なんですよ。そうね。
そういう感じです。
はい。
はい。
で聞きたかったのがじゃあちょっと日本のプレイヤーで、まあプロとバナムあんま大会出てなかったっていうのと、あとまあザクレも海外そんなに最近出なかったと思うけどどう思うかなっていうのをちょっと聞いてみたいなっていう。そう
来ますよ。
今回輝きが来るんで。
The next question is that how do you guys think about Proto Banam and Zachary? Because Proto Banam was not in tournaments for months, and Zachary didn't really go abroad for this several years. So how do you guys think about those two players?
率直なね。